What's going on, YouTube? Got another handgun review here for y'all, and this is going to be one that probably a little controversial. Some of y'all might think is cool, some of y'all might think is a little dumb and not very practical, but I love it. It's a lot of fun. It is, get it out of the holster here, the Smith & Wesson Model 610 10mm revolver. We are clear. We'll go ahead and just get that out of the way. Now, 10mm in a revolver. Lot of controversy about that. I am a huge proponent of it for one reason specifically, and it's because I can run some of these high pressure buffalo bore rounds, these 220 grain hard cast lead bullets, and I can run them without having to spend a bunch of money on a KKM barrel, upgrading a Glock, and getting that to reliably cycle versus this. This thing is so heavy, it hardly moves whenever you're shooting those. Polished it up with some of the Mother's mag and aluminum finish on there. I'm not sure how well. It's not the shiniest it's ever been, but you got a semi-reflective mirrored finish. As well as I threw some of these Altamont slimline wood grips on here with the little Smith & Wesson medallions inserted into it. Came with just kind of some standard rubber Smith & Wesson grips to begin with, which they're not bad, but could be better. Sights, nothing really crazy to report on there, just a standard little U-notch and then blacked out front sight post. Easy enough for me to pick up and put a group together that's man size at least. But if you don't know, with these 10mm, so since it is a auto caliber and does not have the rim like a standard revolver cartridge, you have to run it with these moon clips. You don't have to. You can fire the 10mm by just inserting the rounds themselves into the chambers here, but there's no way to extract. So you'd have to individually pluck it out or punch it out from the front. Can also shoot 40 Smith & Wesson, 40 Smith & Wesson through it, because 10mm and 40 is the exact same diameter, just a shorter casing. So it has the ability to fire multiple cartridges as well as up to those high pressure rounds. And you don't have any issues feeding some crazy stuff like these Federal hollow points like I've seen on, say, like a 10mm 1911. Sometimes they have issues hitting those feed ramps, and then same thing with like the squared nose ones like this. Doesn't kind of feed as well as like a round ball 45 would. This is kind of my woods gun. Always have it on my chest or in a backpack, depending on where I am. I think 10mm, especially with those buffalo bore 220 grain rounds, can really get the penetration on any sort of animal that could possibly be threatening you or your loved ones if you find yourself in that awful scenario. Obviously, this isn't something I would take to Alaska or British Columbia, where, you know, you've got those big coastal brown bears, grizzly bears, stuff like that. But for anything around here, it's great. I like to carry it on this Diamond D leather chest rig here. Diamond D is an Alaskan-based company making great leather products, not sponsored or anything by them, but just really good quality and craftsmanship out of it. Kind of just wraps around your chest, clips together. It does have a little spare pouch there to be able to hold another 6 rounds on a moon clip, or if you had standard rimmed revolver cartridges, you can get like a speed loader in there if you got some 357 or 44 Magnum, something like that. But yeah, very quick on the draw. Just has a little tab here that when inserted, this goes over the hammer. It's retained it great, and then wearing it on your chest too is a much better way to carry something like this, because I don't know if any of y'all have carried revolver this size on your hip, but your lower back starts to hurt after a little while of carrying something like this. It's just a lot of weight on one side versus strapping it to your torso and carrying it that way. But yeah, I love it. Gotten a lot of hate for it, but very fun gun to shoot. Handles the 10mm very well, 40 even better. Obviously, you're not going to have much reliability issues out of a revolver, or any feeding issues like that. But yeah, very fun gun to shoot. Very proud of this one. That's all I got. So thanks for tuning in, y'all, and have a great day.